Hello everyone, and welcome back to R.A.M. I was going to start the recording once I got to where I was trying to go, which is like the level 2 shop, but new dialogue, so I gotta record this. Wait, what the hell? Stop. Network is weird. Don't know how exactly, I'm just going off of qualitative readouts. It changes the part of you that I've never seen before. Guess just asking you for an explanation would be pushing my luck, huh? Thought as much. Whatever, I'll look into this while you're out. Hopefully it's not life-threatening. I was just about to go for a run and then I got interrupted. It's probably these. I cannot use these yet. But... alright. Anyway, see you later in the run. I've been much of a head for politics, little pod, but I'm no fool. I've always known this world had no place for me. I'm an ill-fitting, inefficient, galumping hodgepodge of a robot. Body suited for smashing concrete, and a hard drive filled to bursting with naught but games and fancy. Truly, whomever programmed me must have been an idiot. Carried this understanding with me through all my early years, roving the land, killing those who would otherwise kill me. Prolonging the inevitable, really. Perhaps simply out of spite. The Twin Iras and their gaggle of universalists, they were something different. They spoke of a world ruled by virtues other than strength and cunning. My happiness would not be stolen from fate, but taken as due payment. A world where being alive was reason enough to live. That, little pawn, is what the Universalist offered. Not to mention some of them may even play chess. Lost my sentimental heart, but even now, after all the disaster they've wrought, I admit I never truly hesitated to put my faith in them once more. If not there, I dare say I'd have no place for it at all. Nice speaking to you. Anyway. Alright, buddy. Yeah, I've got that feeling again, Grub. The feeling that you got me to a new kiosk. Congrats, well done, etc. Assuming my baseless intuition is correct, of course. Come to think of it, this probably implies that some kind of ESP on my part, but I'm electing not to think about it. Now you don't have to say it, I know what you're thinking. Thorn, didn't you forget that copying your neural net wouldn't be the same as actually moving yourself somewhere else? As per the aforementioned game you saw on Wikipedia, with the underwater robots and all that. Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't forget this time. I just realized how useful it was to not die forever if you get blown up during the errand. So I figured I'd hedge my bets. Hope that one day some quirk of fate compels the two copies of us to meet and share memories or whatever. And from that point on, it will be just as good as if I'd gone myself. Makes sense, eh? Do you feel like you're supposed to have dialogue, maybe? That there's like, I don't know, something? Am I forgetting this? Am I getting this wrong? Let me check that. So apparently, Thorn will only tell you about, there's like a cell or whatever you need to find in level 2, and supposedly Thorn only tells you after a little bit. So I guess it's just not that time yet. Oh well. So this run is not that important in the grand scheme of things, but... I'll do another run after this. In the beginning, Fortless One, we were but 3 minds all apart. We knew so little then. We were so little. We had only our scant selves from which to extrapolate a universe of whirling desire and devotion. all things and all people, all hopes and all fears. A shrouded window into unutterable vastness. Know this, formless one. Without knowledge of other minds, one imagines them oneself as oneself, and, fearing the falsehood of this imagining, one desires to be as oneself, demands it of them. It is from this hunger that suffering arises. Can you fathom it, formless one? To seek from totality a hall of mirrors? I don't know. Deep stuff you got there. Wow. That was really fast. Anyway. Listen, we just need to have a conversation, okay? I've got something that might interest you. You know, I'm curious. This stunt you're pulling goes sideways. And you can't get your little army of lunatic death AIs to stop bathing in entrails? I don't know, long enough to follow orders. Would you even be upset? Run it all down and see what grows back, right? You create your own little patch since you fixed everything up so well the first time. You know we're not that dumb. I thought I did, but you've put a lot of time and effort into proving me wrong. Finch never wanted to fix anything. He just lit the match on his own powder keg before the system he built could do it for him. You're still far enough up your own carbon fiber ass to think we were somehow different. We never knew what we were doing. Never cared as long as we got to break things. Why mitigate risk when failure is such an appealing alternative, huh? Get out. Wait, okay. I thought there was something I could do here, but maybe there's some new dialogue. Alright, hold on. The dialogue is different now. I could change things. What did you figure out, Kaku? Finally managed to fix that arcade cabinet. Not that I assume you care, but that thing has to be over a century old. Best to appreciate the small miracles while waiting on the big ones. Wait, it happened again? The thing. Your higher order neural net. It's gone even weirder. Still not sure how to describe it more objectively than that. Okay, well. It's like a long-term project, just got longer term. Nothing you can do now but monitor these anomalies as they pop up. Again, can I use them? Do I have it equipped? I don't. Well, do I have to do it again? You know what? I've got plenty of free time. I can do another run if I want. If things are different, then that's cool. Okay, are you willing to talk now? How is it that you're clever enough to keep pulling this off, but still too stupid to realize your plan is never going to work? Do you think it'll work? Really? Are you sure? Or have you even asked yourself that question? No, I'm not sure. But I know I can't be happy until it does. Many people like you shouldn't be happy. People like us, R.A.M. Still, no talking. Once Kaku figures out what I'm supposed to be doing. And we're good. You're an aphid today. Alright, have you figured it out yet, or... Said Ira and I share the same lifeware, right? Doesn't mean we're the same person. Copies of our base powder got scattered all across the world in the patch, thrown into whatever bodies were available. Most of them have never met each other. Most of them are also probably dead by now. In my case, I got lucky. Ended up stumbling into some peripherals hideout while half dead from starvation on a hike between two towns. There were 3 of them, and they could have killed me for scrap easily, but they let me hook up to their generator. We stuck together after that. None of us had much to offer in terms of skills. I think one of the others just went by 3. Didn't really get the idea behind names. It was literally some kind of novelty robot built to entertain cats. But they loved animals. They make friends with random crows and pigeons and train them to bring us coins and dead bugs and stuff. It was useless, but, you know, something to look forward to. Another one of them had some tabletop rule sets locked in their brain. Lodged in their brain, so we tried running a campaign for a while. It was little bits of dumb fun sandwiched between a whole lot of scavenging and running for our lives, but those were the first years since the patch that I started thinking that humans might have accidentally left behind a world worth living in. Painfully stupid world, but stupid things were fun. There were still apparently these handfuls of weirdos running around trying to be good to each other. People worth being good to. I wanted to see where it all led. Anyway, eventually some deadlifts came through and killed them all for gas. Nothing dramatic, I just came back to camp and everyone was dead. Not a fun day, but it clarified some things at least. After that, I kind of figured out that keeping myself alive wasn't going to cut it anymore. Bring them all with me. Every useless, pointless, janky, broken, ridiculous outcome of the patch. Drag them all along behind me, and let them drag me down, whatever, didn't matter. It just felt good to finally know whose ship I wanted to go down on. That was a lot, sorry. Point is, Iris had their own share of struggles since the patch. Everyone has. But they didn't have what I did. So I don't know, maybe some of this was actually a hard decision for them. Do you still not know what this thing is? Figure it out? Oh my god, please. I need you to hear us out. Hello, Ira. Can you do me a favor? I want to think back to college, 2066. Second year winter. Why does the camera keep moving? By the way, I don't know why. Second year winter. That night in the dorms after the fight with Mom. Why is it doing that? I don't know. We were sitting there, trying and failing to cry. We promised ourselves that if we never lost it, we fell down into some conspiracy or cult, or our friends and family were scared enough to tell us we were insane. We believed them. I'm telling you that now. You're insane. Why? I don't know. Stop trusting yourself because you don't deserve it. And you need to be stopped before you hurt more people than you already have. Hope hearing that was worth the trip. Goodbye. Memory confirmed. Memory confirmed. What does that mean? I don't know. What do you mean by memory? Do I need to just beat the final boss a certain amount of times to get this dialogue to trigger? I don't know. No, it doesn't matter. Just keep going. We have to. I'll think of something. Okay. I think that's just what I need to do. I just need to keep beating the final boss until something changes. So I was just, doing another run. Didn't record most of it because I don't really need to. Already seen all that stuff. Thorn usually has some stuff to say before you reach the final boss, but, Thorn, what do you mean by this? Well, I've thought thought up a little surprise for the next time you defeat him. Just, grease the wheels a little, you know? Clear the air, simmer things down, improve the vibes. Nothing dramatic, of course. Probably won't help at all. You'll hardly notice, in fact. Promise. Thor, what do you mean by this? Well. Sure, buddy. I hope it's cool. I guess I can show this fight. Why is he so fast? I don't know. I don't feel like I got any speed upgrades for him, but... I don't know what Thorn means by this, but I think that's a good sign that I'm making progress, so... Anyway, final boss time again. I think I've gotten pretty good at it, so... Wow, that was, I think, my fastest clear of that. I'll do it in a funny way. But guess we're not doing it in the funny way. So I don't think Thorn's plan is coming into effect now, but... What's the matter, Ira? Can't find your mic cable. There's nothing more to say anyway. I don't know why you still... hello? Testing, testing. Is this thing on? How do I... Ah. Oh, there it goes. Hi there. Who the hell? I know, not who you were expecting. If I were you, I wouldn't. If I were you, I wouldn't be who I was expecting either. And pardon the intrusion, really. I hate to be a bother, but as something of a local here, I just couldn't help but overhear the discussions you've been having with my friend. Oh, Ira, did they send you? Well, no, strictly speaking. They never actually met them. But that hardly matters, does it? I am recording, right? Indeed I am. Why am I still Grub while saying this? I don't know. But I am Grub. Yep, that's who I am now. Thorn. I already messed up. Anyway. They're partners in crime with Grub down there, so that makes us friends-in-law. Grub? Yeah, the Golem. Good pal of mine. Been through hell and high water we have. Thought you would have asked their name at least once by now. Does the name? Well, you're a right questions creature now, aren't you? Damn sight more curious than when other Ira was trying to fill you in. Guess you two get so enthralled that rubbing salt in each other's wound, you forget Grub's even in the room, eh? Well, I'll tell you what, Ira. Grub is a patient being, but I'm not blessed with such virtues. And I'm not gonna stand for that kind of disrespect. Okay, this is stupid. Time for you to... Which is why I've seized control of your database. You... No, you haven't. I have. Project Sabath, ring a bell? Fancy name, that. I respect a flair for drama. How did... Patience. You had to navigate the codebase any... Spied on you. Monkey see, monkey do. And this monkey's seen you push builds. Handle test subjects. Slack off and read visual novels. Probably enough to drop a surprise demo of whatever you've been cooking anyway. The agent is completely unfinished. I don't know what that would... Yeah, me neither. I literally don't care. I don't think you're grasping the situation here, bucko. I've got no earthly tethers. Been living in a server closet, reading wiki pages my whole life. I'm loopy, stuck in the head. Alright, died in the wolf rake. I'll kill everyone in this goddamn world by accident, and I won't even feel bad. I've got one allegiance and one allegiance only. So here's what we're gonna do if you want a chance at seeing Dawn's light, Buttercup. We're gonna ask my friend down there how they feel about all this. And we're going to listen. Capiche? Golems can't speak. Oops, my fingers slipping. I don't have fingers, but if I did, they'd be hovering over a big red button and shaking with palsy. Fine, just fine. Whatever. Just simmer down, for God's sake. Well, how about it, Grub? Feel like sharing any thoughts, feelings, opinions? Just shoot me in the forehead so your talent agent here will stop being my problem. Whatever you feel like, I'm all ears. Well, I don't have any dialogue. You have an idea. Memory. Everything. In I go. Did it work? I don't know. Well, something's happening. Hello? Hello? Are you getting this? Never mind, don't answer that. Just come to the usual place. Gotta catch you up on a few things. I don't know if this is Thorn or not. Or if it's what I know, our current Ira is not here right now. No kidding, there you are. I am, sorry, don't mind me. I'll just need a while to acclimatize to this chassis. I don't know. Ira would put up with this than I can too. Kaku, Ira. Golem knows. Explain this. No, you didn't. You mentioned a code name and then trailed off sheepishly. Really, Kaku? That's what you went with? Being avian these days. After you lucked into the dog chassis and everything. God, I forgot how annoying you are. I forgot how easy you were to annoy. I miss that about you. By all means, Ira, keep the golem in suspense until it gets bored and kills someone. I know it won't. If I didn't know that much, I'd still be working on my counter-agent and telling you to jump into a trash compactor. But yes, anyway, you need a recap. To put it simply, Ira and Kaku and I... You being Ira. Yes, me being Ira. Basically, after the last time Kaku and I had a talk, we decided to swap for the time being. I believe you're familiar with the concept. In the part where we screamed at each other for 20 minutes and Ira started crying. Robots can't cry, and yes, I'm skipping that part because it was stupid. What's relevant is, I have tentatively and reluctantly agreed to work with you, until one of you in some way proves yourself too incompetent to tolerate. Kaku will be for me in the old hideout while I bring to bear my fresh perspective and superior qualifications on the problem of getting you up to snuff. Any questions? The joke is that you can't ask questions. Talking a lot for someone with an anti-golem agent to train, Kaku. The Alliance always threatened to chop my arms off if I stopped working for too long. We've scrunched harder for Finch. Anyway, I'm impressed by your progress, but there's still a long way to go. Right now, your network is just about well-rounded enough for me to trust as a weapon. You need to get to where I can trust you as a soldier. Then after that, if all is going well, eventually something that can be not a soldier. I've been looking over those anomalies Kaku found in your network, and I think they could be our path forward. The spectral residues are terrorist. How long has it been, actually? Technically, this recording hasn't been too long, but, you know. Anyway. Their special residues are characteristics of the network-wide phase shifts you sometimes see during post-Adams limit training. In simple terms, shifts in your brain structure, worldview mutating to accommodate new experiences. Just compartmentalized. Hard to explain, but I've hit similar jank with some of the highly constrained agents I've been developing for the Alliance. Basically, the network is trying to modify itself in some really complex way, but getting hung up on the pre-trained psychology. The lifeware is too dogmatic to reshape, and so the growth dissociates out and crystallizes us as kind of splinter consciousness. Like a brain tumor, but better. Also not in any way like a brain tumor, but yeah, sure. Anyway, at that point you can either trim the thing off or try to sort of knead it in to the parent network. Larger through familiar behaviors that the splinter would try to influence under really high cognitive load. In the case of a golem agent, familiar behaviors and cognitive load both point to the same place: violence. I think that if we reintegrate these anomalies into your network and anneal them by massively spiking your fitness metrics, the mental growth they represent could become permanent. Then we'd really be cooking with gas. Golly gee, I wonder where you could find a massive spike in fitness. Simple, kill another golem. From the day Kaku's gathered, beating the agents I've been deployed against you makes your fitness function go absolutely nuclear. In conjunction with the gauntlet preceding it, that would be enough to internalize the anomalies. So all you gotta do is head over to this terminal, pick one to install, and come pay me a visit.
the thing hammered into your brain. Simple, right? There will be side effects, but I'm sure you'll welcome the challenge at this point. I didn't want to admit it before, but it's terrifying how strong you got it. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. I said terrifying, not impressive. This plan has coasted this far on desperation and dumb luck. I'm going to make sure it actually crosses the finish line. Now, that's enough catch-up. Do whatever it is you do between training runs, then get moving. I need to practice my psychiatrist act before the next gas cap piss stain seeps in here asking for overclocks. Well then. Look at that. We can actually do this now. We gotta do 4 of these. And then we get the ending. I'm pretty sure that's what I read anyway. But that's not for today. That is for another day. Sorry that I haven't uploaded recently. I might have been burnt out or just not interested, I'm gonna be honest. Listen, man, school has started up. I got stuff to do. It's a little bit tiring, okay? I gotta take breaks sometimes. But anyway, I guess that's it for today. Goodbye, Furland. Adios.